A lot of women get on this app and they, say certain things about men like they're dumb and things like that. And whether I agree or disagree, we're not here to talk about that. But what we will talk about is how men are very good at reading people. I don't think it's talked about enough at how well men read women.
Yo, yo, what's good, baby? This your boy F Flossy, letting you know what's up and what's going down. Go ahead and hit that like button for your boy. So this clip caught my attention of this woman finding out the secret. Men ain't stupid. We ain't stupid. We ain't dumb. We know how to read people, man. We know how to read people. We know how to read women. You feel me? Now, some are more advanced than others. Some men may have had more of a sheltered life, which can make them a little bit more gullible and naive. And some are more street smart, can navigate through emotions. But we got to, you know what I'm saying? We got to be, as being we are, it's innate to be the protector. We have to know our surroundings. You feel me? In a restaurant, we don't want our back to the door all the time. We got to see what's going on. I don't know. Let me turn around. Let me turn around. Now, the only thing that may temporarily impair our intelligence is when we horny, man. When our schlong get hard, man. Yeah, we don't make the best decisions sometimes, man. But I'm gonna let her finish her talking points. I found this interesting.
Okay, specifically, men can also judge other men very well, even they don't speak up on other men as often as they will on women.
Yeah, I really don't agree with that. We definitely check each other, hold each other accountable, because we know we can't afford to be delusional in life. Because if we're failures, ain't nobody coming to rescue us. Unless you have people in your life that do love you, if you're that fortunate. But most dudes will be seen as expendable and nobody gonna care. So we definitely hold each other accountable to be the best version of yourself that you can be. Because, she's looking out for the next man. Because, if you fall, ain't no one gonna rescue you. You feel me? We've come to that hard truth.
Men can literally look at you and know so much about you. And I've learned this through studying them. I've read books. One of the books I'm reading right now is Psychology of Gender, Men and Women, and also through listening to their podcasts and the videos that they watch and just watching them online. They read women like a book. You thought you knew your friends. I'm telling you, a man can come around and he will tell you. He's like your mom. You know how your mom would like, oh, that's not your friend. That's how men are. Men know what type of woman you are based off how you dressed, how you act around him and his homeboys, and even the way you act with your friends, the what you post, all of that stuff. They are watching. They are watching you. They are forming an opinion. And might I add that they're usually not wrong when it comes to judging women. They're usually not wrong. Okay.
Hey, she done learned something. You know what I'm saying? She's spitting truth. And from what I noticed, that's a big reason why a lot of men are just kind of falling back from approaching women and dating, because they are noticing a pattern of behavior. Not with all women, of course, but with a very loud sector of women that's, representing, that comes off like they represent the majority. You know what I'm saying? Like for instance, if a shorty makes a TikTok post that's just toxic, whether it be hateful or just kind of boasting about how she played dudes and has a roster of men and ministers, just talking, just not flattering at all. A lot of times men go straight to the comments, and that be the most discouraging part. The fact that so many women are in agreement and cheering her on, no matter how toxic the post is, no matter how bad it comes off towards men is. You feel me? Like a dude, so he looking at like, oh, word, so this the landscape? Oh, I cheated on my husband with 6 dudes. I got one right now that's cleaning my clock. Girl, he breaking my back. He like, what? What? And then you see the comments, you go, girl, cheat some more, they deserve it. And he just like, this is what it is? Don't let him click that comment, look at the profile, she got a whole man. You be like, nah, son. You got a whole man, kid, and a dog talking greasy like this. It makes him never want to take anyone today serious, you feel me? So very observant.
And I personally have stop being friends with women based off of how men treat them. Okay, stay with me, sister, stay with me. So I had a friend, and I've been knowing her since grade school. Cool person, right? But every time we would hang out and we'd talk about our dating life, she would always tell me about how men were asking her for money. Men were making her pay for the first date or go 50-50, or telling her I lost my wallet, or some egregious story happened when it was time to pay the bill. Or they were asking to like borrow her car or stay with her. It was just always something, and I would be like shocked. I'd be like, girl, what are you talking? Like, I would always be so intrigued because I've never had this experience. Like, I've never been told to pay for, or asked to pay for a date. I don't do any of that. But I would be intrigued. And then when I hit 25, it was something that developed up here, the frontal lobe. I was like, oh, the reason why they are asking her these things or treating her this way is because of low self-esteem. And then I started to see it. I started to see it in the way she walked and the way she carried herself in the decisions. I started to see it naturally, right?
Well, damn. You done cut off your friend because you got low self-esteem? What kind of friend are you? That's kind of foul. I mean, you weren't lying. Dudes can definitely sniff out low self-esteem, but shit, be a friend. You know what I mean? Like, just help her raise her confidence or something. Damn. Just cut off. Sheesh.
And then I had another friend, cut her off too. She, every time we went out, it was like men just naturally spoke very dirty to her. I'm talking about like they were just very, like, I'm not gonna say they're aggressive, but they were just very sexual with her off the rip. Didn't even know her. Now, mind you, she did used to tell me, about some things she used to do, whatever, blah, blah. That's her business. But like for men to even pick that up, I'm talking about on the first meeting, and they're like being very, with her, and they wouldn't do that to me or the other girl that we used to hang out with, our other friend. They would only do it to her. That's because they could pick up that spirit. I'm telling you, men can read low self-esteem, low self-worth. They can read if you want their attention. They can read it all. Some of them are so good that they don't even have to have a conversation with you, sister. So what you post matters. What you wear, it matters. In how you move in the world, it matters. Even the conversation. I had a few videos back. I told y'all, watch what you say. Stop sharing everything. Be careful of what you say. Only say the minimum. I'm not saying you lied, but he don't need to know all of that. It's quite frankly, it's none of his business. But like, yeah, I picked that up on watching a lot of men podcasts and things like that. Like, as much as I would like to get on here and say that they be over exaggerating, no, they're very good at reading people. They are very good. Even when they read each other, even when they read another man, men know when other men are full of it. I mean, look at the situation going on right now with the guy who is a baby mama maker. Look at that situation. Look at how the men are chiming in. They're very good. And I suggest to all the women out there who are actively dating and seeking relationships with men, and I suggest to the women who are actively dating and seeking relationship with men, I'm only talking to y'all, I suggest you get on and listen to some of these podcasts that they're listening to. Not the podcasts where they're pandering to women, but the podcasts where they're talking about women, and they're talking about the women that they do and do not like. And I'm not asking you to subject yourself to what they do and not like, whatever. I'm asking you to listen to how they describe women. Listen to their experiences, and that will tell you a lot about how they assess you. They are very attentive.
But I'm going to go ahead and stop this right here. But let me know what y'all think about this. I always love reading y'all thoughts, hearing what y'all got to say. Like, comment, subscribe. Hope you have a beautiful day. Till next time, baby, I'm out.